While everyone's debating whether ChatGPT will replace jobs, a small startup called GenSpark just proved that we're asking the wrong question entirely. Using some back-end OpenAI tools, in just 6 weeks, they built a business that generates $36 million in annual recurring revenue. And they did it with only a handful of people and zero advertising spend. But here's the kicker. They didn't just use AI tools to make their existing business better. They built an entirely new kind of company from the ground up, one that exists purely because generative AI infrastructure now makes this new business model possible. This isn't another story about using chatbots to write better emails or automating customer service. This is about something far more fundamental, the emergence of what we might call Gen AI first companies, businesses that literally couldn't exist without the full generative AI stack. And if you understand what GenSpark did, you'll see why we're on the verge of the biggest business model disruption since the internet itself. Let's start with what GenSpark actually built, because it sounds too good to be true until you realize it's already working. Their product, called Super Agent, is a no-code platform that can make actual phone calls for you, create presentation slides, generate videos, and handle complex multi-step workflows, all from simple text prompts. But the real breakthrough isn't what it does. It's how they built it by orchestrating 9 different large language models and over 80 integrated tools into a single coherent system. The phone call feature alone is mind-bending. Users can literally say, "Call my dentist and reschedule my appointment," and Super Agent will make the actual call, hold a real conversation, navigate the on-hold music, and complete the task. In Japan, it went surprisingly viral because people were using it to handle resignation calls to their employers. Imagine having an AI agent quit your job for you with the nuance and social awareness needed in that situation. What makes this possible isn't just better AI models, though that's part of it. It's OpenAI's complete infrastructure stack working together. GPT 4.1 handles the reasoning and structured outputs with its million-token context window. The real-time API manages live voice conversations with natural speech patterns. GPT Image 1 generates custom visuals. Automatic prompt caching reduces costs for multi-step workflows. Each piece enables capabilities that didn't exist 18 months ago. But here's where the story gets really interesting. GenSpark started as something completely different. They launched as an AI search engine, trying to help people synthesize and structure information. Traditional business logic would say, stick to your lane, optimize what's working, and maybe add some AI features on the side. Instead, they noticed their users weren't just asking for better answers anymore. They wanted outcomes. They wanted pitch decks, video scripts, follow-up emails, in other words, actual deliverables, not just information. So earlier this year, they made a decision that would have seemed insane not that long ago. They completely pivoted their entire business model, abandoning search to become a Gen AI first company, built entirely around what the technology could now enable. No gradual transition, no hybrid approach. They rebuilt everything from scratch around the assumption that AI infrastructure could handle complex, real-world tasks autonomously. The results speak for themselves. $36 million in annual recurring revenue in 6 weeks. All organic growth. 8 major product features shipped in 70 days, all with a small team. They're not just using AI to optimize existing business processes. They've created entirely new business processes that only work because AI can handle the complexity. This represents a fundamental shift in how we think about building companies. Traditional businesses add AI on top of existing operations to enable better customer service, automated scheduling, and smarter analytics. But Gen AI first companies like GenSpark start with the question, what becomes possible if we assume AI can handle tasks that previously required human intelligence, creativity, and judgment? The answer is businesses that operate with completely different cost structures, speed of execution, and scalability assumptions. When your core product is orchestrating AI models rather than managing human teams, you can build features in days instead of months, scale without proportional headcount increases, and tackle problems that would have required massive infrastructure investments just a few years ago. But there's a deeper pattern here that most people are missing. GenSpark isn't just successful because they built cool AI features. They're successful because they recognized that OpenAI and similar companies aren't really in the chatbot business anymore. They're in the infrastructure business. OpenAI wants to be the AWS of artificial intelligence, providing the foundational layer that thousands of other companies build on top of. This shift has massive implications that extend far beyond any individual startup success story. We're witnessing the emergence of an entirely new category of companies that exist in the gap between AI capabilities and user needs. These aren't software companies that happen to use AI. They're AI-native businesses where the AI infrastructure is the primary value creation mechanism. Think about what this means for competition. Traditional businesses compete on execution, market position, and operational efficiency. But these new companies compete on their ability to orchestrate AI systems, understand capability boundaries, and design workflows that maximize what AI can deliver. It's like the difference between competing on who has the best horses versus who best understands how to build railroads. Here's the crazy part. GenSpark is just the beginning. They succeeded by recognizing that multimodal AI infrastructure had reached a tipping point where complex, real-world tasks became automatable. But that infrastructure is improving every month. Context windows are expanding, reasoning capabilities are strengthening, new modalities are coming online, and integration tools are proliferating. Every improvement in the underlying AI infrastructure creates new possibilities for Gen AI-first companies. Today's impossible becomes tomorrow's obvious, and businesses that understand this dynamic can build entirely new categories of value that didn't exist before. It's not about replacing existing companies. It's about creating types of businesses that were previously inconceivable. What's particularly fascinating is how this changes the relationship between technology companies and their customers. GenSpark isn't selling software in the traditional sense. They're selling access to capabilities that emerge from orchestrating multiple AI systems. Their customers aren't buying a product. They're buying outcomes that weren't previously achievable at any price point. This has profound implications for how we think about business strategy in the AI era. Companies that try to add AI features to existing business models are competing on incremental improvement. Companies that rebuild their business models around AI capabilities are competing on fundamentally different value propositions. It's not about doing the same things better. It's about doing things that weren't possible before. That's why OpenAI is shifting focus from consumer products to developer tools and an API-driven approach. They're no longer only trying to build the best chatbot, they're trying to build the platform that enables thousands of companies like GenSpark to exist. It'll lead to an explosion of Gen AI-first businesses tackling problems that seemed impossibly complex just months ago. The limitation won't be technical capability, it will be imagination and execution speed. The companies that understand how to orchestrate AI infrastructure to create new categories of value will define the next decade of technology innovation. The question isn't whether this will continue, it's whether traditional companies will adapt fast enough to compete in a world where the fundamental assumptions about how businesses operate are being rewritten in real time. What will this new world look like just a few years from now? Drop a comment below and subscribe for more AI insights.